Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. Today we're making potstickers, aka 锅贴. It is a type of pan-fried dumpling. Actually, these are fried by water with a small amount of oil, so it is very healthy. In this video, you will learn 2 of my secret techniques that will ensure your potstickers turn out amazing. Let's get started by making the skin first, which I'm going to use a standard mixer to help me. If you want to do this by hand but you don't know how, I have a soup dumpling videos which I showed all the details about how to knead the dough and make the skin step by step. You can check that out. 10 ounces of bread flour, half teaspoon of salt. Turn it on for 20 seconds just to mix the salt and flour evenly. Then slowly adding 4.5 ounces of water from the side of the bowl, a little bit at a time. Keep mixing it for 3 to 5 minutes or until it looks like this. Turn off the machine and scrape the dough off the paddle. Switch it with the hook attachment. Start it with low speed. Let it run for 2 minutes, then increase the speed to medium and keep it on for 5 minutes. This is 5 minutes later. Let's take a look. The dough is not perfect, but it's pretty soft. Make it into a round shape and put this in a bowl. Cover it, let it sit in room temperature for 40 minutes. While we wait, let's make the filling. In a mixing bowl, adding half pound of ground pork. I will recommend 15% fat. 1.5 ounces of ginger and garlic water, which I just simply blend the ginger and garlic with some water. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. 1.5 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. 1 teaspoon of sugar. Half teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of white pepper, or you can use black pepper. My first secret technique is adding 4 ounces of chicken stock in batches. We'll explain why in a second. The chicken stock I used is non-flavored. If you use flavored broth, you will need to adjust the saltiness in this recipe. You just let it run for 1 or 2 minutes until the meat absorbs the liquid. You might want to scrape off the meat on the edge so they can mix evenly. Adding another batch of stock and keep doing this until the liquid is gone. You can also do this by hand. You just need to put a little more effort in. By doing this, your filling will turn out incredibly juicy. Once the liquid is all gone, increase the speed to high and let it run for 5 minutes. This is my second secret. You can see that as the machine spins, the meat starts pulling away from the side of the bowl. That means the protein in the meat are being developed, which will make your filling turn out with a better texture. If you don't have a standard mixer, you can also do this by your hand. You just mix your meat within one direction for 8 to 10 minutes until you get a consistency like this. It is soft and gooey, almost like a meat paste. To balance the flavor, I always like to add some vegetables into my dumplings. So I have 5 ounces of leek, finely diced, and 3 ounces of minced carrot. Mix them until well combined. You can cook a small amount in the microwave to see if you want to adjust the flavor, because there is no undue once you wrap it into the dumplings. Put the filling in a bowl, set it in the fridge, and let's roll the dumpling skin. The dough has been sitting for 40 minutes. Scrape it out and put it on the mat. Look, it is really stretchy. Knead it into a round shape. Use your forefinger to poke a hole in the middle. Stretch it to make a big ring. Cut it off, then you have a long even piece of dough. Roll this to make it thinner. Cut it into small even pieces. Each one should be 0.4 ounces. You can use a scale if needed. Sprinkle some flour so they don't stick to each other. Flatten them one by one. We need to roll it into thin sheet. Use your thumb to hold the middle. Right hand rolls it, left hand holds and turns. When you get it into a small round wrapper, doesn't need to be perfect. Then roll it a few more times in one direction so you have an oval shape pot sticker skin. Let's make the pot stickers. I will show the easiest way to wrap them. Take some filling. I use about 1 tablespoon. Put it on the wrapper. Spread it a little bit. Fold it across like this. Pinch the middle to make sure it is tightly packed. Then seal 2 sides like this. Done with the first side, then finish the other side. It is easy and fast. The amount I gave should be able to make 30 to 40 pot stickers. If you can't finish them all, leave some space between them and put them in the freezer. Once they are frozen, put them in a bag. It will last 2 months. Whenever you want to eat them again, don't need to defrost, just directly fry them, which is what we are going to do next. Add a little bit oil in a cast iron pan just to cover the bottom. Add in your pot stickers. Normally, a non-stick pan would be great for pot stickers, but the pan I have, the non-stick layer is ruined. I didn't want to use that, so I'm using a cast iron pan to do this, and it works just as well. When you see the edge start frying like this, add some water in. There should be a lot of steam coming out as you add in the water. The amount of water should reach halfway up to the dumplings. Then cover it. Cook this on medium heat until the water is all gone. It will take about 3 to 5 minutes. Now that the water is evaporated, you can check the bottom. If you see it is golden brown and it is crispy, you are done. Take it out. When you play it, it is important to let the golden side face up. In this way, the crispy bottom will stay longer. Look at these lovely pot stickers. Can you imagine that crispy bottom is fried by water? I mean, how amazing is that? Let me take a bite. It's so soft and juicy inside. I would say it is 100 times better than takeout. So, I hope you give this a try soon. If you did, leave me a comment and let me know how it went. If you like Chinese food, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any episode. If you want to learn more about me or support me, check out my Patreon link right there. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Let me eat more. Give it a try. Do not miss out.